Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Veronica and today I wanted to do a little fun video and show you all the look that I'll be doing for New Year's Eve. If you like this look, please stick around. And off camera I did my lashes and my eyeliner and my brows, and then so the only thing that I am showing is the eyes. So everything, the full face is done off camera also. I wanted to focus on the eyes mostly, kind of get like a smoky eye look. If you have been around in my previous videos, you all know that I love purple, especially purple eyeshadow. So of course I'm going to use purple to bring in the new year because 2020 needs to go. But if you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you like what you see, and subscribe and hit that little bell so you can be notified when future videos are uploaded. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Starting with Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, putting that as my primer on both eyes. Next, I'm going with a fluffy brush for my transition, and I'm using the Berries by Juvias. This is the first time that I use this palette by Juvia's Place, and there aren't any names of the colors, it's just berries. But I'm using that pink transition color with a very fluffy brush, and I'm just trying to blend it in, or blend it, but then also blend it out. Next, with a very fluffy brush as well, I'm going with the color Single from my James Charles palette, and I'm going just a little lower from the transition color and blending that in with that pink from the Juvia's Place palette. I'm going for a smoky look, so I wanted to transition slowly into the darker colors, and of course use every possible purple color I can. Going back to my Juvia's Place palette, I'm going with the darker matte color with a more tapered blending brush, and you can see that I'm using more of a pat to place the color first, and then I start blending that in, and I'm staying pretty close to the crease of my eye, outer V type, just to start blending that darker color and start building the more of the smoky part. On this step, I went with Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base, just to put another base over, or primer base, for the more, to get like the glitter pressed shadows to stick really well. Once the base has been placed, I got one of my more very small brushes to go ahead and blend that, or just blend it and place it really well onto the lid. This next part, I'm using the Good Place by my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and I'm using a more flat brush to go ahead and just pat that onto my eyelid where I blended the Essence eyeshadow base. And I'm trying to do a patting motion and not so much of a, just rubbing that on there. Of course, once the color is actually on, I start trying to blend it in. but the initial placement, I tried to use a patting motion to set that color. Next, I'm going back to my James Charles palette, and I'm using the color Escape, and I'm going and placing that over the color that I placed from my Jaclyn Hill palette to intensify the color that I had placed. It's still showing the pressed glitter from the Jaclyn Hill, but I wanted to get a more intensified purple, and by placing this color from the James Charles palette, it's giving me the more intense purple and still still showing the glitter as well. Okay, now I'm going back to my Juvia's Place palette, and I'm using the pressed glitter, the more purple one, and just placing that in my inner corner, and I'm dragging it down from both the top and the bottom to and blending that into the purple that I placed from the Jaclyn Hill palette with the James Charles palette. Okay, now that I have the inner corner, I'm going to go back to my Juvia's Place palette and place that to get the smoky look at the bottom. And I'm using that darker purple with a more tapered and dense blending brush. And then I'm going to go with the same, I'm going to utilize the same brush to, drag that into the bottom part. And then I go back to the pressed glitter part and just kind of, drag that inner corner at the bottom out into the darker purple. Okay, next I'm going with the color I'm in it for my highlight at the top at my brow bone. And I'm going for that color because it kind of has like an iridescent, it's an iridescent color, kind of pearly color that has, when you hit the light just right, it kind of has the purple sheen to it. And I think it goes really well with the entire look that I was going for. Lastly, of course, you cannot have a smoky eye without a little bit of black. So I went for my Black Tide by MAC, and I'm adding that to the outer corner of my eyelid here and just blending that in to complete the smoky look. Okay, here's just a couple of pictures of the final look.
Well, that concludes today's video. Of course, you all do not have to use all the products that I used or any of the products that I used. I just wanted to share with you all the look that I'm going to be bringing in the new year. I wanted to just kind of end the year on a happy note. 2020 was kind of crazy, and I just wanted to do something positive and happy, and I don't know. But I'll include all the information for the products that I used below. I'm totally loving Juvia's Place, so I'm hoping that I'll be doing a series for them in the future. I want to get to know the background and the history of the product creator first. I want to start incorporating more of a history of the products that I use when I do those series. But thank you again, and if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. And everybody, I just want to say really quickly, thank you for your support. I truly appreciate it. 2020 has really shown me a lot about myself, about a lot of things that are around me, and this is such a great platform if you're using it correctly. But this has really been very just eye-opening and awesome for me. So I appreciate your support and everything. Thank you so much for coming back and continuing to support me. But you all have a safe and awesome new year, and we will see you soon.